Terima kasih kerana masih lagi bersama saya dalam Deko Impian. Untuk rumah seterusnya ni, saya dah sampai di Terasek 2 di Bangsa Baru. Nampak ni, rumah dia serba kehijauan. Tu, dia punya tuan rumah, Miss Sabi dengan Mr. Tony pun dah tunggu. Hello, hi, how do you do? Hello, Tony, how are you?
How are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too. Thank you so much for having us and sparing time to show us around. Tony, upon entering this house, you can already see all the green. Is this like your signature?
Well, it's definitely a common feature of my properties.
Right.
I really like the connection from the inside and the outside, and I love the tropical planting that you have here.
Okay, so Tony, what have you done to this house? Like originally, what it was like, and
well,
what is it now?
this is a classic intermediate link house, and like I've done with all the other link houses, we've turned it upside down.
Right.
So we're entering in now to the bedroom space, but it's also kind of like a family space because we've got TV zone down here,
Right.
and as I do a lot with a lot of these houses, the social space stays very connected upstairs.
So,
So you got this very nice courtyard vibe in
Right.
the front and the back here.
so in terms of the structure,
Yeah. Oh, the structure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kept some of the old structure. It wasn't a total knockdown.
right?
Out from the house, it is now about 60% is original structure. The other 40% is new. And of course, the configuration there's nothing
I see. So,
Nothing of the old configuration remains.
So originally, what was this space? It was already like this. It was already inside.
Yeah. So
right?
this area would have been the dining area in the original house.
Oh, okay.
But after we reconfigured it with 2 bedrooms at the back, and 1 at the front, all with their own courtyard spaces. These
Right.
green courtyard spaces. We were left at this very shady space, and it seemed the ideal place to make as a hangout zone for the TV.
So when you first moved in, so what was here, and how did you make it as it is?
Look, I mean, I think one of the important things for us was because we had very sort of distinctive ideas of what we wanted from a house and the style that we want. We've got we've got a Scandinavian background, so we like the minimalism. Yet I have an eclectic personal style that I like to bring in. So I wanted the house to be quite a blank canvas that I could work with, and that I think was. The best thing about this place was that even though it had very distinctive features, it was so easy to work with our own, things that we brought in, and
There was still space and room to make it your house,
absolutely,
your living space. Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow. So Tony, this is all you. This wall and everything.
Yeah. Well, this is all the architectural features that kind of add texture to the house. Yeah, so this is an off-form concrete wall, which I just like the neutral textures, and I kind of warm it up a bit.
And you naturally really like this kind of concept as well.
Absolutely, it's one of the features that really stood out to us was the play on contrast of the concrete, the metals, the wooden beams, and the exposed bricks. That just beautifully worked together. Loved it.
Wow.
I think the biggest feature of this space, though, is the panoramic view you have to the back. So the houses, we oriented everything about this floor to work to the back.
Right. Wow. Kita naik atas je, kat bawah tadi kita rasa macam ruang dia agak terhad. Naik atas ni nampak. The space just opens up.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony, maybe you can tell us how did you create this space? Because we're right smack in Bangsa, a typical link house, and yet you managed to create this retreat feel to it.
Whenever I walk onto a site, before I start the work, I'm always looking for where my sight lines are going to be, how I'm going to bring light into the house, whether it's from the top or the side or the front or the back. So I like to try and recreate that tropical resort feeling in every house, which is in contrast, I think, to how some Malaysians would look at it as the heat is something we want to be insulated from, or the sun is something you want to be shaded from. And I think I have a mission particularly when I was doing these link houses, I wanted to prove that you could integrate your house with the climate and the environment and have a comfortable living space.
Okay, so Sabi, how about you? Do you like the heat and weather of Malaysia?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, also one of the reasons we're here, we love the climate. but I also don't want to. At home, you want to be comfortable, so I don't want to, be overheated at home. And I've never had the aircon on. So, but like Tony's saying is, I get a lot of light and sunlight, and I get the breeze, and I've never had to have the aircon on. So, and I've never felt too hot in here. So. Somehow it works, and it is a harmony that works so well.
Oh, okay. And Tony, when was this house actually done?
We did this one about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. And what's the size of this whole unit?
This one, after the renovation, was about 3,200 square foot, built-up area. Before that, it would have been similar to other link houses at around 2,300 square foot.
Okay, what are you comfortable talking about the cost of building and maybe some of the interior design as well?
But it was done when prices were very different.
Right.
The structural architectural work was probably at that time about 700,000 or so. In today's prices, that would be closer to $1 million.
Right. Maybe you can share a few tips with our viewers, like how would you design your personal space? Injecting your own personal things in it.
I think that's exactly what it is. It's a personal story and it's a personal space, so you have to make sure that it is something that you're comfortable with. My tips is definitely less is more in terms of, don't overwhelm a space, especially a beautiful space like this. Let it sort of speak for itself. But add personal touches, keep the furniture minimal, but then add pieces that I guess show a bit of your personality through the decor.
Brilliant. Okay, so thank you so much for your time, Tony.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you again.
You too.
So I'm going to go to another house. So, okay, kita jumpa di rumah seterusnya. See ya.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.